Hey guys, it's Sarah. I have another book haul for you, which I know my other book haul wasn't that far away because I did go to the bookstore a few more times. Yeah, so I believe I have 16 books to show you. The first book I have is The Iron Thorn by Caitlin Kittredge, and I have little idea what this is about. I read the flap, but I didn't really understand it that well because I was kind of in a rush. But I got this for $8, half off. But I'm not going to go into what it's about because I really don't know. So if you'd like to enlighten me what it's about, just tell me. But I'm probably going to look it up on Goodreads. So yeah. The next book I got is Eternal by Cynthia Lettich Smith. And I have her first book, Tantalize. And you don't have to read these in order. They're just not even, I don't even know if they're companion novels or not. But yeah, apparently this is about a girl who gets turned into a vampire. This is what the back says. And her guardian angel needs to protect her soul, I believe it is. But yeah, the guy on the front looks like Garrett from the Breaking Dawn movie. But yeah, so this just looked interesting. It was only $3, so I decided to pick it up. Next book I have is Firelight by Sophie Jordan. And this is about dragons, which I've read one dragon book before, I believe, and it was pretty good. I'm not that big on the dragon thing, but I really hope to get into it. And this is about a girl who can morph into a human. She's a dragon that can morph into a human. And I guess she gets in an incident where her and her family have to live with mortals. And she falls in love with a boy who is a dragon hunter. And things start happening, and she's trying to keep her secret while she falls in love with this boy. So that got mixed reviews on Goodreads, but I'm still going to give it a try to see how I like it or not, because it sounds like a good idea. The next book I have is a great cover, is Something Strange and Deadly by Suzanne Denard, and this is just a pretty cover. And apparently this book is about a girl named Eleanor, and they are in a bad time. Her brother, I believe, ran away or was kidnapped. I think he was kidnapped. And their family's going through some rough times. Her mom's trying to marry her off. And on top of that, the dead are rising. So there's a zombie army coming. And she's trying to find out who is doing the zombie army. And she finds out the person who does do it, this is all from the flap, not a spoiler, kidnapped her brother. So she's trying to stop the zombie army and save her brother from being kidnapped. But yeah, just a gorgeous cover and a gorgeous spine. And the next book I have is The Fairy Ring by Kiki Hamilton. And I believe this one is about a girl who is poor or an orphan. I'm not quite sure. And she steals a ring, and apparently the ring sets off this huge war against two sides of fairies, and her and another boy try to stop it. So yeah, this one was published in 2011. I thought this was a new release, but it wasn't. It was published a few years ago, and the third one's actually come out this year, I believe. Okay, so the next books I have are series and one that's not a novel. So the first series I bought is the Trill Trilogy by Amanda Hockney. And the first one is Switched. And the second one is Torn. And I believe this is the third one, Ascend. Yeah, so I originally had the first one already, and I saw the sequels for $5 each, so I just bought them all. And this one is about a girl who, when she was younger, her mom tried to kill her, and she doesn't know why, and then she starts finding things out about herself when she's older, and I guess can go into another, hold on. Oh, she was switched at birth with a doppelganger, and she actually isn't supposed to live in the mortal world, and so she has the choice to go into the world that she's supposed to live in, but she doesn't know what to do because she's never even heard of it. So, seems interesting, and I know a booktuber that I follow really loves these books, so I decided to give it a try. The next book I have isn't a novel, it's a puzzle book, and that is called The Big Book of Paradoxes, Puzzles, and Problems by Fabrice Mazza and Ivan Sig, who did the illustrations. It's falling. And yeah, so I scanned through this, and I've been answering some of the questions and stuff. It's really interesting. But I really love the illustrations of the first lettering. if I can. The illustrations on the lettering and stuff like that. But also, the questions are very good. They're kind of like set in a medieval time. So they use really weird names in it. But other than that, it's really interesting. And the answer's in the back, of course, in case you get stuck. The next series I have is a series that everybody but me has read. But yeah, I have all of them in hardback except for the first one, which I'm working on getting the first one in hardback, but that's harder than it seems because I'd like to get it half off or really cheap. But until then, I can wait. And this book series is Harry Potter. And so yeah, I finally got the balls to buy the whole series. So the first one is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Sorry if I get these names mixed up. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And by the way, these get like really big in the last 4 books. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is my second favorite one, the cover. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And this is my favorite cover. I don't know why. Just the spine and the cover of this one is my ultimate favorite. It's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And I just like the art on this one. So yeah, I decided to buy them all. And hopefully after I finish the series that I am reading, I will start this one because I'd really like to knock it off my shelves. But of course, they're ginormous. So yeah. But of course, I'm not going to go into detail about this because everybody knows what they're about. So, that's what I bought so far. I'll have another book haul probably near the end of the month because I have some books coming in the mail and I do hope to acquire more books because that's just me. So, if you know anything about these books or have any recommendations or anything, just leave them in the comments. Thank you.